Okay, now in acting, you're not there to please the other actor. You're going into an acting scene to include the other actor. You're not looking there to please them. So when you've got your emotion, you've worked with your ability to be able to go in an acting scene. You've got your approach, whatever the approach is. And you go into the acting scene to be able to include the other actor. Any single way that you're able to include the other actor is going to be able, look, you literally take in a little bit of you take in what you can of the other actor, and then you work with it. Then you take in more of the other actor and you work with it. And you take in and you work with it. Look, I'm Simon Blake of 8,000 acting classes. Yes, classes, 6 acting books, emotionalpreparation.com. Look, this is important because this is a great reminder. When we go in, we're not there to fit within the acting scene, and we're not there to be able to please the other. We aren't there to be able to please the audience. The only thing that's going to please the audience is the audience seeing us receiving. Now, when we're receiving, we're going to have all these automatic adjustments to ourselves. We're going to be adjusting our spontaneity. We're going to be having responsiveness. I don't like to say reacting to the other actor because there's a whole thing to that. That's when you plan the reactions to the other actor, sometimes that can put you in a place where you've missed what your authentic responses might be. So you want to be at least mindful that that's something that could occur. So when we're working to be able to not please the other actor, not to try and time it with the other actor, so that we're trying to be able to placate the scene. We want literally 100,000% honesty, where we are taking in the other actor, and in every single way we take them in. We work with what they have. We're working with this scenario, and then we take in more, and we just keep taking in more. Moment by moment by moment is moment. That's what they called it back in Neighborhood Playhouse. It was a moment to moment work. The moment to moment work was so that each actor would be able to stay connected to each other. One actor taking in the other actor taking in the first, and you go back and forth taking each other in. And then what will develop here is a big vacuum bubble. The circumstances will start working. Now, how that occurs is because now all of a sudden we've created dynamic. We've created the dynamic within the acting. We have the dynamics that are basically activated. So we have, for instance, we have 2 different actors. They both have their own emotions. Their own emotions have been warmed up. And then the dynamics are the spontaneous, they connect to the spontaneous elements of acting that they're working with in real time. The dynamic is also the depth that's beneath the scene, and it's also going to be this thing that creates a synergy between the 2 actors having an experience, which then encompasses a circumstance or a scenario or an acting, the acting interaction, and then the circumstance. The circumstance is going to build bigger and bigger and bigger. The more you simply take what you can. You're not taking from the other actor. You are literally receiving from the other actor. So you're receiving what you can, and you work with it. You let that thing work within you, and then you receive the other actor. And both actors doing this, what happens is the scene will completely elevate, and it will elevate, and it will elevate. And then the spontaneous moments within the different acting scenes will actually occur. There'll be a spurt of spontaneity in one area. Now, of course, we're talking about this in ways that this can work for both for improvisations that are with no dialogue or improvisations with dialogue. And you want incredible, look, the absolute best stuff, it's out there, is the times when you can't tell the difference between the dialogue version and the improvisation version. Those are the best acting scenes that there are. When you can take an acting scene and you can throw it into an improvisation, or when you can take an improvisation and you can throw it into an acting scene, and you can have a hard time being able to see that difference, that's when you really know that you've done acting. Look, check out my other stuff and my other tips. Thanks very much.